students and the police trying to outflank. Looks like a kettling maneuver there. The police are going really quickly walking. We're using this under fair use. Our friends at RT News International have paid for this helicopter.
Is that the helicopter that's about to come pick you up, take you away?
No. I'm not going anywhere. But it looks like
Do you have video?
the police are being... I don't see any craziness yet. We'll check back in with this. It'll be going. Boy, I'm multitasking. Where's your video? There it is.
There we go, yeah.
Okay, you're up here in the corner. I guess I could put me down in the bottom of this. Let's see.
Yeah, because I can't.
But I could do this. Watch this. Live camera, angled. Now we could be like the TV news kind of. Let me see with this in the middle. If I put this like this.
How are we going to do the segue?
I'm just laughing because now I'm looking at how I'm doing this. Now we're doing some crazy stuff. You've got me. We've got this screen. And then I'm at the bottom. I wish I could watch this on another computer right now, too. Then we could be talking about what we're seeing in the middle. I'm wondering if it... I can't see the chat room.
All I'm getting in the middle is just you see the logo there.
We don't got the...
I can hear you, and I just see the logo. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what it looks like. Let me look. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's good enough. Let me go back to RT. So this is pretty hilarious. So what's going on?
Yeah, man, not much. Like, because like what I was gonna say is like, I just sort of like figured on. I don't see the craziness happening. Like, I know it, like, just because it's coming out of the TV and stuff. Like, I just like I see the people around, and like just like the majority of the people around just aren't feeling it this time. I don't know whether it's just gonna work. Maybe it's like just the thing that's gonna end that kind of fear of death mentality.
Yeah, you need to figure out exactly what you're trying to say. Here, I got you.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I'm doing the website and that, man.
No, I mean right now with what you're trying to say to us. What do you?
Well, okay.
Spell it out. What you're talking about.
Very clearly.
Yeah.
What I would say is that because like the Black Monolith at the beginning of Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey is representative to me of this fear that sort of possessed human beings, and it's something that like a lot of authors and a lot of writers and that have spoken about over the years, and like musicians as well, and I feel like the thing that's going to happen next year is that it's that fear is going to leave us. Like, we're going to just sort of like, it's actually going to be really fucking funny.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot to happen all at once. Boy, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people even in front of those police. They're showing a lot of people. Looks like a lot of people have showed up.
Do they look afraid or?
I like how at the bottom of RT's little news thing, they've got UK students fight debt slavery. That's what how they're framing it. There's people like boogieing out in front of the police. They're going pretty quick. There's people running. Some kind of weirdness. There's a lot of police. Why are they running though? RT was just flashing. RT was just flashing that, showing pictures. RT was just showing pictures of like all the police waiting for where all these people are going.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean like the march is headed to a certain place, so there's like just thousands of police waiting for everybody to get there. Pretty interesting. Move this like this, maybe. While I take a look at this over here.
All right, man. Like,
don't mind me. So what's going on? So anyways, without bringing in all the Stanley Kubrick stuff,
Hmm.
What do you think is going to happen with Iran?
If someone wants to like communicate with my channel, it's up there. It's Harlequin Pictures, and they can email me or whatever, and
Cool.
happy to talk about it. Like, but yeah, not on this forum.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
I'm just looking at all these people out there in protest land. This is kind of cool. I wonder how it looks. Maybe if I just go like here for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of neat. All right, we've got it. I've got it framed pretty damn good. Looks like.
Man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it later because I just haven't got a fast enough connection right now.
Evidently, I do. Even with them trying to mess around with me. Even with the security apparatus going, what's old Anton up to? I bet you if you tune into Global Revolution that .org that I've got a better show going than them right now.
Yeah.
I don't think those commies know how to work technology because they're too busy fighting the corporations to learn how to use like computers.
You did know that we've spoken before, don't you?
Yeah, I think I remember. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm always doing so much stuff, you know.
Huh?
I'm always doing so much stuff that, you know, I'm basically from the moment
I think you were in Perth or something.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm always like oh, you mean when you called? For that interview?
Yeah.
Very cool. I kind of like that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it, too. It kind of was the interview that kind of changed my mind about it, like a lot of things.
That was awful nice of you to do that. That was the weirdest trip anyways. So, that wasn't my weirdest trip to Australia. I'm wondering if I'm even going to be welcome in any of the... See, now the police are... What I want to describe to you in this situation, the police are making a line. They're trying to stop the protesters basically from advancing right now. So I guess the reason why they have a helicopter is because this is getting more serious. Because the police are...
Man, let's just walk out of there and go sit down somewhere else.
The police...
Like, you know, if they're going to make a drama in that spot, then just go sit in a different spot.
No, but the protesters are advancing forward. And the police are blocking the street and fanning across it. Now, the police have 4,000 police and authorization to use whatever they need to use. So I'd have to check back on some other news, but whether the protesters have broken some of their rules. Like, for instance, the police stopped all the buses and things and said, and also sent out letters to people who had been arrested in the past year over protests and stuff and said, you know, that we will arrest you if you're spotted anywhere at these protests and these protests go wrong. And they advised, like, Uncut UK not to get involved with these protests whatsoever. They told them not to. I
just say, man, I got arrested at the Melbourne protest, and like, you know, being arrested really isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, as long as you're just polite and you're respectful, man, like, you know.
Yeah, but this is a little bit different. This is a little bit different. Let's frame this with reality, okay? The reality of the situation is that they had a bunch of looting and civil unrest in the UK that was very serious over the summer.
Yeah, right.
A couple people died.
Yeah.
Millions of damage, fires, burning, days, society in shock. So,
sorry, I thought this was in Berlin. Sorry, man. Yeah.
No, this is all in the UK. This is London right now.
Yeah, far out.
Yeah, it's big. See, but this is... The police have told the other professional troublemakers and whatnot that they should not bother coming to these student protests. And then the police were authorized for the first time to use rubber bullets in the UK mainland. They've never done that before. A lot of people don't know this fun fact. Here's a Dead TV fun fact. The British actually invented and pioneered the use of rubber bullets, but they only used them on the Irish.
Yeah.
This is the first time. The police have tweeted out under all the hashtags saying they have no intentions to use cannons are rubber bullets, because rubber bullets is actually trending right now worldwide as a hashtag, because people are quite upset with what it looks like. But now I don't see why the police are blocking the front of this crowd here, to tell you the truth. They're getting more reinforcements. They're definitely trying to pin him on in right now. That's weird. So maybe they've gone down a street that they weren't supposed to, or it's been declared an illegal congregation. But there is an awful lot of police. Not here in this picture. There's 4,000 riot police, suited up officers in London. 4,000, because last time they were ridiculed for having 250 riot police on duty when the student protests turned to riots and they attacked Camilla and Charles's car. So they're saying there's no way they're going to allow this to happen. But here's the cavalry, so they're getting ready for the business right here. Interesting times.
Well, Matt, can I give a lighter fact? Something lighter,
Yeah.
like this is actually like something that's really helpful for people to like kind of understand how they don't necessarily need to go out and be there in that street in order to be able to make a really like great protest, like, because it's actually really funny too.
Whatever, as long as you're being responsible, don't give Al Qaeda any ideas.
Well, no, I wouldn't give the database any ideas, man. Okay, here you go. It's a really nice one. It's just Black Law's Dictionary definition of a person, and Black Law's Dictionary is what we use in Australia and in the UK. Oh, sorry, they use it in Canada as well. I'm not quite sure how it works just in the US, but this is just Australians and Canadians. According to Black's Law Dictionary, a person, the legal definition of a person is a human being is not a person because he is a human being, rather because rights and duties have been ascribed to him. The person is the legal subject or substance of which rights and duties are attributes. Apple means a round red fruit. Seems rather straightforward, but ask yourself this, man. Is every round red fruit an apple? But there's more, because when they do that, they put it in quotation marks, because it's word magic. Anytime you see the words in quotation marks, you know they are referring to a round red fruit. At no point they're saying all round red fruits are apples, however. And so, you know what you can legally do with your own words. Like you and me, for example, we could have we can legally change as an exchange between one human being to another. We could have a legal exchange of the definition. Like you and I could lawfully enter into contract where we agree to call a dog a pig, and therefore legally I could own a pig who fetches. Because it's just sort of it's just simple, really nice contract law, and it's something that makes a society work, so we can all sort of get along on that together. But I just kind of think that's why people are getting really upset right now. I guess 'cause it's gone too far one way, and now it just sort of needs to balance out. But what the people who are all protesting that I kind of feel need to do would be just go home and sit down and read, because it's I'm subject to the law, but I don't fully understand it. But you're subject to it. Well, so what your first job should be is go sit down and just read a couple. It doesn't take people 10 minutes.
It takes longer than that.
Just a lot of weight off the shoulders.
It takes longer than that. Education. Education should be a lifetime pursuit for everybody, to whatever their interests are, and that's the way they can excel. But it's really kind of interesting. I wonder why the police are holding back the front of this protest. Maybe just to make sure it's measured. But there's another line of officers now. Are they going to move? They've got other lines Okay, they're moving. Looks like.
Are,
No,
are people looking scared, or is it kind of like,
we're watching from a helicopter.
yeah, right. So there's no like ground footage there at the moment.
The police are sort of clearing people out of the way going forward. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't a hostile confrontation.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. I'm just watching it with you. Okay. But all that other stuff. So why don't we bring it back into something that's useful for people? You know,
Yeah, man.
Knowledge. What's the end game? Where's this headed? I mean, what?
Well, when did it begin? Like when did it begin, and where do I see it going?
No, like I mean, where would you like to see the world? Would you like? Here's what I was thinking. Almost like every single time it seems like we're all that society's gonna make this leap forward. You know, like technology consciousness. Like the last time you really heard about it was when they were selling the internet to everybody, you know, at the .com things. It was like, oh, look at all these things that people are going to be able to do, and we're going to be able to work from home and have more free time and everything. It seems like every single time that society is going to like move forward and be impressive, like something you could respect. It's just like something stands in the way. Right now, they're saying it's the economy, the world economic system. You know, it's like, oh, we can't afford to educate you. Sorry. You know what I mean? It's like, great. So, what if people aren't educated? What are they going to use all this technology for? So they can fucking type in tmz.com. I mean, you don't really need to go to college to do that. Then you could just fucking see like, then you could just fuck somebody and leak the video. You know, screw Kim Kardashian or Kardashian or whatever her name, and then you could be famous too for being a slut.
Well, man, far out. I find that concept really funny. How like someone else gives somebody else fame, like, because no one takes fame. Like someone just has to do something, and then like for example, I really would follow your music and that, but like it's because of the music, and I like talking to the individual too, and like I'd like to have like real cool conversation, just roll with it, like. But yeah, man, it's like it's someone makes a statement like that, and it's just funny if someone screws Kim Kardashian, then it's somebody else that makes that person famous because it's the first follower that like makes the leader.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We just live in a really interesting time where people are such fucking hosers. Like everybody. You know what I mean? But here's the police getting really weird as I eat pizza and watch the shit hit the fan, I guess, right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I think it's hitting the fan. I would, I'll be so proud of the UK if they handle this somewhere in between, because that was fucking oh, looks like they lost that feed. Maybe. Let me see if I can click it on again. I don't want to comment on what they did wrong. They already know about. Yeah. There we go.
Whereabouts is this happening, like?
This is London.
Exactly.
This is London, central London.
Yeah.
This is all
City of London?
Yeah, the students. The students are all protesting because they tripled the tuition fees.
Oh, shite. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, maybe that's just like something that, like,
There's no jobs for those fucking people except in security, law enforcement, and being a narc, anyways.
Well, like, there's a cool solution to that problem. Like,
uh-oh, looks like the man got you down in Thailand. Cool freeze frame while I'm eating pizza. Well, maybe you'll call that. Maybe you won't. Woo! We'll see what happens with that call. Let's see if I can just do it like this, maybe. So, what do we got going here? Let me see how to do this. Do it like this. Just watch for a minute. We could always check back with these people. Maybe. Yeah, might as well play a song. Let's see. We were at that funny song. Now we're at this funny song. Ouch. Nope, that's a freeze. Do this. Let's see how that works. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I can do this, and I'll just eat pizza while we watch the war.
Well, I'm glad I'm not there to see the war because, like, you know, it's really nice just out here.
Yeah, you like Thailand?
Love it, man. Yeah, man. Like, really, like, calm. Like, it's just like, you know, like, you sort of watch people and, like, they kind of just sort of, like, sort out enough that they need for the day. Like, there's not this need to go and get more and more. And it's like, oh, yeah, kind of, like, I got enough money for, like, food and all this sort of stuff. I'm kind of sweet. Like,
they got their problems, too.
Well, I mean, maybe in the cities. Like, I mean, I didn't fly into Bangkok because it's a bit flooded. But, like, yeah. Like, certainly the island people, just a bit more chill. Like,
yeah, I hate the tropics, but I really like the king of Thailand. I like the king.
Well, that's funny. I'll talk to you from, like, over here with what we're from fire, and you can talk to there from over with ice.
Boy, they're getting a lot of exercise. These protesters are walking fast.
See, there's a positive in it.
Well, they're young. They're students, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, why not? Why not just like? Why not just like, you know how you got your TED site and all that stuff these days. Like, you know, if you want to hear the lecture from the university you want to go to, you just get it off YouTube. Like, you don't need to pay a massive tuition fee to go sit in the classroom for it.
Well, you know, the reason why that's how OJ got off that time is he's an alumnus from USC and a football hero. So for a lot of people, I don't know.
I really encourage people to watch, like, Bruce Robinson's, like, that movie, man, like Bruce Robinson's movie, because, like, you know, he held off on releasing it for, like, the last, like, year and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And then, like, because obviously got all your bootleg DVDs and that over here.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, okay, and now I get why, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know these movies, like, they do something, like, for the public psyche. Like, I was reading Tarantino's new script the other day, Django Unchained. And that's a really interesting, like, it's all about the concept of the free man.
Yeah,
and,
well,
like,
he should let me do some of the music.
Yeah, man. You should email him.
You should email him and tell him.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, because I got the script off my mate, like, and yeah, because he auditioned that for it. I'll send it to him, and yeah, I'll link him up.
We should definitely hit Quentin up on that one.
Yeah, not like, you know, he seems like a cool guy.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I've never met him.
We should hit him up whether he's cool or if he's evil. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. You know, it's up to you to decide whether he's good or bad.
Well, you know, my bass player has a group called Federale. They're doing the spaghetti western stuff.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
I'm
gonna type that in.
I've been interested in that stuff for my whole life.
Oh yeah, man. Like old spaghetti westerns and that, man. Like, man, what's that Gorillaz song? The Clint Eastwood. Man, I was listening to that the other day. That's got some interesting lyrics.
I'm just having a snack here.
No, that's fair. I can't see it. Like, I can kind of just hear you.
Well, it's funny. Like, they got you talking from Thailand. We got a protest going on in London, and I'm eating a frozen pizza. Welcome to the future, baby.
Yeah.
It's revolutionary.
Exactly, yeah, man. But don't worry, man. The revolution will not be televised.
There was a one of the ascended masters of the age. I think it was I forget which one. He was this guy in India, and he said, society's so fucking disgusting. He said, people should shit in public and eat in private. Basically.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Every day he would walk out in the middle of this field. He would sleep in this like abandoned little temple, and every day he'd walk out in this field, and 10,000 people would show up to watch him take a shit, and then he'd walk back into the temple. It was like at the turn of the century. Like
no, that's one thing I was thinking about. What you call it, news broadcasts the other day, like, you know, like your CNN, your NBC, and all that stuff. They'll talk about everything, like, sort of, and even like you clean the television. Like, they'll talk about fucking, they'll talk about, and you know, even if they don't say fucking, they'll say, oh, love making or something like that, you know. And like, but they won't say something like, they'll never mention farts.
Yeah, well, they do a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of like it's just a bit like
Australia's so weird because on the one hand, they'll have like almost this like future model of a police state thing going on with the media and everything, and at the same time they have like some of the best investigative journalism on the planet. Like, they'll have these shows that are just completely revolutionary worldwide. Like, the comedy will be cutting edge, the news little program will be cutting edge, but then the papers will be like, oh, this is brainwashed, total propaganda. It's so weird how they have both of them going on at the same time.
Oh, right. Yeah, man. Yeah. No. This just reminds me of something. You like this, because you've seen the John Safran stuff, yeah?
Oh, yeah. He's my mate.
Yeah,
He's great.
You know that priest that he goes with, Father Bob Maguire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got booted out of the church today.
Oh, shit. Weird.
Joke.
I like John a lot. He's great.
He's a funny guy. I was trying to get him to make a show for a while. I kept telling him, like, oh, man, we got to make this show John Safran versus the Illuminati, rah.
Yeah.
You know, just do it, like, but do it with his humor, because the humor is what, you know, like, takes away the power of it.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Yeah.
I really don't understand why the police have them corralled in at the front of the thing. They're not specifically stopping them. Maybe they're just making it orderly. But if you could look, they have a straight line at the front. The police are leading the protest. They probably heard me talking about how anybody could take over a protest. Seriously, so they're like, that's right, Anton. That's why we're at the front of this.
Maybe one of the cops is going to walk forward, turn around, and start going the other way.
No. But what I'm saying is they've completely got the whole front line going on this. Well,
yeah, all right.
Anything else you want to add?
No, man. Like, you know, like, feel free to ask me something. Like, it's an open forum.
Yeah, well, I'm just checking it out. Maybe we'll play some music.
Yeah, all right. Like, hang on. I'll have a look at this. I'll find something interesting. I'll find something like light, amusing to go with the other stuff.
All right. Well, we'll talk soon.
That's why I'm talking Harlequin, because, you know, it's like an identity that you can just sort of play with. It's like the Harlequin in the court was like the Zanny, like the jester. He gets to sort of just, you know, like sort of show and point out to people that, like, you know, it's okay. Like, it's okay just to laugh about it, and, like, you know, you don't have to take it so fucking serious. Or is that not funny?
My mouth was full.
I can't see, man.
I'm eating pizza. And visiting. All right, well, call back again sometime. I think I'm going to watch some music and finish my lunch.
Yeah, finish your lunch, man. I'm going to pop on. I'm going to watch on the channel now.
It might get good.
Yeah, man.
I wish everybody
was back in a few days or something.
I wish everybody was blowing bubbles.
Exactly. Yeah. Shit, man. Release some butterflies. Fuck it, mate.
Something. Take care.
Yep.
Whoa. All right, let's find a tune.